morning. Good morning and welcome to Bliss Beyond the Buzz with Coach Janet. Good morning. I hope everybody's doing well this morning. Happy Easter Sunday. Hope everybody's having a beautiful Sunday morning. Good morning. Welcome. Thanks for joining me. Okay, so hopefully everybody's having a beautiful Sunday, Easter morning. Thanks for joining. Today we're going to talk about something unique, something different. It's called WOOP. Maybe you've seen some of my promos for this show, if you've heard of it before. It's very interesting, and I just came across it. I had never heard of it before. I just came across it the other day when I was taking a class about well-being and positivity and positive psychology. I'm always doing research and trying to find ways to share information to help you guys live happier, healthier lives too. So that's kind of what I do. I love it. Anyway, WOOP is the brainchild of, her name is Gabrielle, and I might be butchering her name, Ottinger. She's a German researcher, and she is a professor of psychology at the New York University and also at the University of Hamburg. So she does a lot of research, and one of the things that she was really focusing on was positivity and the when you visualize something. And I think, you know, a lot of theories do that. So like fake it till you make it, think about what you want, manifest it into the universe, ask for what you need. I mean, there's so many takes on living, you know, asking for positive things and waiting for them to come into our lives. But she takes it a step further, and she uses this really cool technique to kind of help hone the obstacles and the things that get in our way from having these wishes come true. So I'm going to kind of walk through a little bit of it and tell you, but I want to tell you first a little bit about her research. So what she did was she did this research on a lot of different people. She did it on students and diabetics and people who wanted to lose weight. She did it on people who were depressed. All these different people that she did, study groups that she did. And she basically taught them this WOOP principle and had them do it, and then she had those who didn't do it and those who did do it, and those who did this little 5-minute technique every morning made a huge difference. So I thought, wow, okay, why not? Let's see how it works. So the strategy is wish, outcome, obstacle, and plan. Okay, so it's only 5 minutes. Now find you some quiet time in the morning or whenever you want to do this, but preferably in the morning. This may be the hardest part, finding the 5 minutes of quiet time. But anyway, and then sit down and wish for what you want. What is it that you want today? What is it that you want this week, this month, this year? Put your own time frame on it, whatever it is. And then go ahead and start thinking about it. Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to stop drinking? You want to exercise more? Maybe you want to pay down your debt? Whatever it is, think about that wish, and then make sure that the wish is something that is obtainable. So don't, I wish I was the president of the United States. No, who would want to wish for that? Nobody I know. But anyway, whatever the wish is, make sure that it's attainable, and then pick your time frame and then summarize that wish into 3 to 6 words. Okay, so I want to quit eating sweets, or I want to lose 10 pounds, or I want to stop drinking except for blah, 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 or whatever it is, you get it. Okay, then sit down and imagine the outcome. So what if that happens? What if your wish comes true? Think about it. Close your eyes and think about, okay, what if I do lose those 10 pounds? Am I going to feel better? My clothes going to fit better? I'm going to have more energy. What is the benefits? Go through and think about it. If I quit drinking, I'm going to sleep better. I'm not going to have to worry about driving. I'm going to have all those perks and benefits Janet always talks about for alcohol free. Whatever it is, think about it, and then write out your outcome. How do you feel? How are you going to feel when this wish comes true? And see yourself in it as fully as possible. This is a little bit of hooey wooey maybe, but it really does work. And visualize what the outcome is. Okay, next, that's where a lot of positive thinking plans stop. They just say, okay, think about what you want, think about it, visualize it, see it, and then boom, it's just going to come. But her next step is obstacles. We all have obstacles to meet our goals, right? And to have our wishes come true. So what are those obstacles? So if you think about the person who says, I want to quit drinking, what are the obstacles? Well, you know, on every Friday night, I want to go out with my friends. So maybe it's that temptation, the socialization. Maybe it's the glass of wine at dinner. Maybe if you wanted to lose weight, maybe it's the sweets or the carbs, or maybe it's tempting something that's in the house. Whatever it is, write it down, dig deep, and pick one main obstacle, she says, one obstacle that you know you're going to have to, a hurdle you're going to have to get over. And then summarize it into 3 to 6 words and keep it in your mind. Now, imagine that the obstacle is possible and you see it happening, and then what are you going to do? The next step is plan. So go ahead and plan for your victory. Okay, this is where it gets kind of cool. Okay, so I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to see those cookies and I'm going to make the decision that I'm going to skip that. I'm going to go over, I'm going to have a piece of fruit, I'm going to take a walk, whatever. I'm going to see my friends socializing. I already know I'm going to order an alcohol-free beer. That's my plan. That's what's going to happen. Now, you decide to take this a little bit further. Put the obstacle in place, go through it in your mind, and then say it out loud, write it down. What if this, then that? So if I get tempted with cookies, I'm going to grab an apple or a glass of water. If I blah, 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 I'm going to blah, blah, blah. So write it out, do the plan. It sounds simplistic, but you know, Gabriel says that when you do this, that your brain actually subconsciously makes the plan so that when it happens, it doesn't come as a shock. You don't have to sit there and muster up the willpower. Your brain already has a plan. That's pretty cool. So think about that. If this works, and I actually have an example that I have, it really did work for me, so maybe it'll work for you. But when you think about how our mind works, we do so many things automatically, don't we? I mean, we don't have to remember how to breathe. We don't have to remember. 9 times out of 10, you get up, you brush your teeth, you know where your car door is, you know how to put gas in your car. There's a million things that you do every day that are just automatic. And it's because your body, your brain has been programmed to, when this happens, do this. When this happens, do this. And that's why a lot of times we struggle with things that we've done and that have happened to us in the past, because that automatic trigger comes. When this happens, I feel this way. And we have to reprogram some of those automatic thinking, especially if they're not healthy. So this is part of that. It's part of making it easier for you. So who wouldn't want that? Who would have wanted it to be easier to overcome the obstacle that gets in your path when you're looking for your wish or your goal? You know, I was thinking about how simple this seems. How could it possibly work? But I decided I would give it a try. So some of you know, I'm on and off with my sugar. Unlike my alcohol that I have kicked to the curb, I am on and off with my sugar. So I'm like, I'm off the sugar. You know, my daughter will hear me, Mom, we got this. I'm off the sugar. Or, yep, bring it on. I'm eating the sugar today. Whatever it is. But sugar has been a struggle for me. And one of the temptations is always when I have the grandbabies. And so, you know, hey, we're going to the ice cream store, or they want a muffin, or there's something. So I decided to use the WOOP on my sugar for my granddaughter's birthday party. Okay, how am I going to do? So I knew it was going to be an obstacle. I knew those cupcakes were going to be there, and I knew they were going to have my name on them. But I went ahead and made a plan that I was not going to do it, that if I did anything, it would be a taste and not eat the cupcake. And I was able to do it because my brain said, no, you're not doing that, you're doing this. And so it seemed to help, and I have been able to work through that. So that is kind of, I think, a good technique. Give it a try. See what you think. You know, the cool thing about this is that Gabriel has a free website. It's got cool, it's called WOOP kits, and you can print out these little papers that tell you what to do. She also has a free app. I downloaded the app. You can do it whenever you want. It's just called WOOP, W-O-O-P. So anyway, she's a researcher and she wants to hear feedback. She wants to hear if it's working. And somebody asked her, well, does this work? And she said, I'm going to tell you, if it didn't work, I wouldn't have spent all this time and effort and money trying to develop it and share it with the world. So anyway, what have you got to lose? Why not whoop, whoop? You know, the other thing she said was this strategy not only helps you to accomplish your wish or your goal, but it helps you sort out what is not worth it. Okay, so what does that mean? All right, let's just say that you think, oh, you know, I want to be, 110 pounds. Well, you hadn't been 110 pounds since 1914, but that's what you want. And when you start looking at the obstacles and what you would have to do to get there, you say, you know what? That's really not worth it. So she said this WOOP technique not only helps you accomplish the goals and the desires that are important to you, but it also helps you sort out some of the things that, you know, maybe that's not even what you really want. Maybe that's not the goal. Maybe you need to step back your goal or have a wish or a plan for something that suits you and that's going to fit in with your lifestyle. So she said, not every whoop that you put in there, when you start deciding, oh my goodness, what I'm going to have to do to make it happen, is it going to be worth it? And I think a lot of times that's how we get stuck in these unhealthy loops. We think we want this and we're going, but it's wearing us out. We're exhausted. We're not happy, and it's not helping us. So, and we don't make it anyway. Don't want accomplishment. So, who's willing to try it? You willing to try the WOOP? I mean, what have you got to lose? If it is one way that we can keep ourselves in check on certain items, if we can put something down and it gives us a little edge when we're out there trying to be healthy and do things that we need to do, why not use it? Give it a shot. I'll after the video, I will put in her link for the WOOP, for the website, where it has the tools and the free app and all her research. And she also has a book too. So anyway, I haven't bought the book yet, but it's really, I think it's worth doing. So I just want to wish everybody a very, very happy Easter Sunday. I hope that everybody is spending time with their family and friends and doing things that they love today. That's what I say always. And I would really, really appreciate it if you would like and follow my page and maybe even share with someone that would enjoy this. All right, guys, happy Easter, happy Sunday. I'll see you next week. Whoop, whoop.